What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another NFL live stream. And this is my week 13. These are my week 13 picks for the Stephen Rose tournament. And guess what? It's Thanksgiving week. That tells me a couple things. One, the season is going by too damn fast. Two, well, it's Thanksgiving week. Got freaking Thanksgiving, one of my favorite holidays up there with Christmas and Halloween, because, what other holiday encourages you to just eat? I love eating. Oh, I can see that, crazy dog. Fat jokes. Gotta love them. Although I'm not as big as some people think. Oh. But no, it's awesome, hang out with, relatives and watch football. And oh yeah, you can eat as much as you want. Freaking love that, man. Big old freaking just smorgasbord of food, turkey, potatoes, you got corn, you got stuffing, all the good stuff. Did I mention it? There's football. Yes. 3 games. And got some good games this year. As, of course, starting off with the Thursday night or the Thursday games. We do have a Thursday night game, but that is, of course, the nightcap. Saints-Falcons at 8:20, of course. That should be a good one. But starting us off at 12:30 p.m. on Fox, this game's usually going on when you're at the at the dinner table, or you're about ready to eat. I usually don't eat until 1:30, 2 o'clock for some reason, but that's just my family. That's the way we do things. So usually it's about halftime when we eat, so that's cool, I guess. But we got Bears Lions. A lot of people are usually at the dinner table by this time. They're like half paying attention to this game because they're focusing more on their food or their family, and But yeah, Bears Lions in Detroit. I'm going to go with the Bears to pull it out and start off Thanksgiving with a dub. Next, we got 4:30 p.m. on CBS. We got the Bills and them boys. Now, this game, of course, a lot of people have already eaten, Thanksgiving dinner, and they're eating dessert or more or less just congregating, watching the game. Mainly watching the game or eating dessert or whatever, maybe second or third helpings. But Bills, Cowboys in Dallas. For playoff reasons, I am going to be pulling for the Cowboys because I need them Bills to lose. By the way, guys, we got a couple clinching scenarios. I will get into those actually next because we do have a team that is threatening to clinch a playoff spot or, something like that here coming up. Cowboys over the Bills. Sorry, Bills fans. I like your team. You're a likable squad. I don't hate you, but I got to root against you because I'm trying to see my team make the playoffs. Now, the sucky thing is, though, we really could have avoided having to root for other teams if we had just taken care of business earlier, but we were unable to do that. And, now we decide to play good football, and now we got to rely on other teams to help us out. But luckily, we beat the Bills, so if it does come down to it, we have the tiebreaker over Buffalo. But I don't know if that's going to really be effective or whatever. But, yeah, I'm going to go with the Cowboys over the Bills. And then, like I mentioned, the nightcap, 8:20 on NBC. We have the Saints and the Falcons, and as I mentioned, that there is a clinching scenario involved in this game, as with a win or a Carolina loss or tie, I think they just want to get it done and over with. So for New Orleans, it's just easier to win. They can clinch the NFC South, and they can punch their ticket to the playoffs. So how about that, huh? Just get it done and over with. Win the game, and boom, you're good to go. Now, of course, in the event that they tie, which would absolutely suck, again, they would need a Carolina loss or tie. So there's your first scenario. There are 3 of them. Now, moving on to Sunday games, we got ourselves a good, slate of 1 o'clock games. Some very good games coming up on Sunday at 1 o'clock. We have the Titans and the Colts facing off in Indianapolis. And again, I'm always finding myself rooting for Indianapolis when these two teams face off. And of course, they always face off when, we're kind of fighting for a playoff berth. Of course, 2007 comes to mind. We needed the Colts to help us out and win, and they didn't. And once again, we're rooting for Indianapolis. Of course, you already know the situation with the Titans. We lost to them week 1, so they possess the tiebreaker over us. And I think they're like 2 games over us because of that, whereas we're only a game behind the Colts. So a Colts win would make that, I guess, easier on us. So, yeah, I'm going with the Colts here. I think the Colts can pull it off. The Titans are going to make things really difficult, as they always do. I mean, with Tannehill at quarterback, they're playing much better. But don't sleep on Indy, though. I got the Indianapolis Colts at home. Next, we got, oh, God. Why do I even do games that this team plays in, bro? We got the surging New York Jets, who helped us out a bunch last week by beating the Raiders. I mean, they stomped the Raiders. I mean, oh, my God, out of nowhere, bro. Oh, damn. They stomped the Raiders, and now they're playing the Bungles, who, by the way, have announced that they're going back to Andy Dalton at quarterback. So which is it? Dalton or Finley? They said that they went with Finley in a more or less just a straight up evaluation move. I guess this is their way of saying that we're trying to win games. You couldn't win games with him before. What makes you think you're going to win games with him now? I don't know. And I don't know when AJ Green's coming back, but they're facing a surging Jets team. And wouldn't you know, the Jets actually have a tiny chance. I mean, like, hell would need to freeze over. The teams ahead of them would have to, fall off the face of the earth for them to have a chance. But there is a chance. Insert that was Dumb and Dumber. So you're telling me there's a chance meme or whatever. But they have a tiny chance at squeaking into the playoffs. But, that's like pie in the sky thing right there. But unfortunately, I think it's a little too little too late for the Jets. But they're going against the Bungles. And unfortunately, the Bungles are not going to be able to get rid of that goose egg in the win column this week. I got the Jets on the road getting the win. I think Sam Darnold gets them to 5 wins. Who knows how many wins they're going to wind up with? They could probably wind up with 6 or 7 for all we know. I don't know. But I got the Jets getting a win. They're 5-7. The Bengals fall to 0-12. And guess what, guys? We face them next week. Fantastic. That's going to be a fun little hate week with them. And I'm only doing a hate week this week because of their whole fight thing. You really think I'm going to talk trash to the Bungles? Oh, my God. Bro. That's like talking trash to the nerd, bro. I mean, we used to be the nerd, I guess you could say. But, we glowed up. They got dumber. They glowed down. Oh, God. But, yeah, that'll be a fun game next week. By the way, 2 of our next 4 games after this week are against the Bungles. It's like a bungle sandwich. Then we got the Cardinals and the Ravens in between. Those are going to be some good games, but got the Bungles in between. Oh, God. As a sandwich. The buns. But, yeah, I got the Jets over the Bungles. Bungles suck. 0-12. Could they go 0-16? It is very possible. Next, we got the Washington Redskins going to Carolina to face the Panthers. And let's go back to that Saints clinch scenario because, like I mentioned, if somehow the Saints tie, they would need a Carolina loss or tie. So essentially, they need Dwayne Haskins to beat the Panthers if somehow New Orleans ties, which I don't think they will. I think they're going to get that dub. So it doesn't really matter what Carolina does. And believe it or not, the Redskins actually won last week. They beat the Lions. And then you have Dwayne Haskins out here taking selfies with fans. They couldn't find him for the kneel down, so for the victory formation, so they had Case Keenum go out to do that. It's so funny though, even in the pros, Dwayne Haskins is out here beating teams from that state up north. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Hopefully he does that for his whole career. That'd be awesome. Beats the Lions every time he faces them. That'd be great. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Panthers over the Redskins. The Redskins are not a good team. They're trying to tank and try and get maybe Chase Young, which would be nasty. What, Kerrigan and Chase Young? Oh my God. Loquito, Montez Sweat, Kerrigan, and Chase Young on the defensive line? Oh my God. Then you have Jonathan Allen and Deron Payne, Loquito, that Redskins front four, that defensive front. It's actually good. It's probably the best part of their team, maybe next to like their secondary, maybe. I mean, I don't really know. I mean, Josh Norman hasn't been that good recently. But whatever. What do I know? I'm a Browns fan. I don't know nothing about the Redskins. All I know is they suck, and their management and ownership suck too. But yeah, I'm going to go with the Panthers over the Redskins. I think that'll be a good game, though, hopefully. Next, we got a rematch of, what was it, like, was it Super Bowl? What Super Bowl was that? I totally forgot what Super Bowl it was. Let me look that up here real quick. I am so stupid. I am so stupid, but we got ourselves a rematch from the 2013 Super Bowl. You already know, in the Superdome when the lights went out. That was Ray Lewis's farewell. Yeah. So 2012 Super Bowl, whatever. Yes, Super Bowl 48. That was a good Super Bowl, too. Kaepernick that close to winning a ring. What would that have been? 6 for the Niners? And ever since then, they've just been trash. But yeah, 49ers Ravens. And of course, Kyle Shanahan against Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh. Of course, John is. Yeah. You don't know how many times I've gotten the Harbaughs mixed up. But yeah, man, John Harbaugh's out here killing it at Baltimore Gym, of course, getting his butt whooped by Urban Meyer every year. Yeah. That must be a fun Thanksgiving every year with the Harbaughs. I wonder how many times they bring up that Super Bowl. Hey, so Jim, how you doing? Well, Michigan, we're doing pretty good. Team up north. Oh my God, I said that cursed word. Oh my God, ban me from Ohio State forever. No, but so John, how are you doing? Oh, we're leading the AFC North. Kicking ass. How about you, Jim? Huh? What are you talking about? I mean, you keep talking about you going to the Big Ten title game. You're ready for that Big Ten title game. How are you guys doing? I heard you guys got the rivalry game this week. How are you guys going to do? I hope we win. I mean, how many wins do you have against Ohio State? I mean, you keep saying that every year is your year. You got Team Up North fans saying that every year is your year. I swear. Seriously. How many wins do you have against Ohio State, Jim? Huh? 0. You mean you haven't beaten Ohio State? And they're paying you all that money? Oh, my God. You're an embarrassment to the Harbaugh family. You know that? By the way, in case you guys didn't know, the Browns almost traded for Jim Harbaugh. Yeah, we almost traded for Jim Harbaugh. Wow. That was a long time ago while he was with San Francisco, I guess. But that almost happened. Who knows what history would have done if that would have happened. But yeah, we got Niners and Ravens. Two very good teams. Of course, they're both leading their divisions. Looks like both teams are well on their way to playoff berths. Niners are 10-1. Ravens are 9-2. In fact, their last loss came against us when we walked into their house and we dropped a 40 burger on them. And I'm pretty sure the Harbaugh family Thanksgiving is always a fun event, you know. John sitting there with his nice looking shiny Super Bowl ring while Jim is continuously struggling to beat his rival. And by the way, the team up north still has not made a Big Ten title game. Imagine getting paid all that money to do absolutely nothing, bro. You get dominated by Urban Meyer, and now you're facing Ryan Day. That's funny. Wow, but Ravens Niners in Baltimore. Both teams are technically traveling, I guess you could say. Niners are heading to Baltimore. Ravens got to go from LA to Baltimore. So I don't even know who to pick, bro. This is going to be one of those games that could come down to the very last play or it could go to overtime. And I'm going to go with – damn, who do I go with? Damn. I'm going to go with the 49ers on the road. They're insane. The Ravens are good, but that pass rush for the 49ers, I mean, coming from a fan of a team who's faced that pass rush, I mean, we had freaking Nick Bosa doing the freaking flag impersonation of Baker Mayfield. Bro, I mean, Lamar is slippery, but, God, I just have a feeling that the Niners are going to contain him. Because you're going to have Nick Bosa, maybe D Ford, DeForest Buckner and company going after you. I mean, I just don't know if the Ravens are going to be able to. And not to mention, the Niners' offense is insane. For real. That whole team is insane. I mean, literally, like the Niners legit went from like a 2 or 3 win team every year to a 10-win team out of nowhere. And all they needed was their guys to be healthy. And look at that. Wow. And, Niners, by the way, the Niners have a clinch scenario. Almost forgot about it. They can clinch a playoff berth for the first time since they had the other Harbaugh with a win and a Rams loss or tie, or a Niners tie and a Rams loss. So essentially you win and the Rams lose and boom, you're in the playoffs. And JD Hawk Hater TV will have his playoff tickets immediately because, I mean, he's a season ticket holder. And yeah, those videos, that would be fun. I'm pretty sure that would be awesome. I mean, the Niners fans, they went through a couple horrible years post Harbaugh when they had Tom Sula and Chip Kelly. And then they bring in Kyle Shanahan, and what do you know? They're freaking amazing now. Who knows how good they would have been last year if Garoppolo didn't get hurt, But yeah, they're insane. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Niners on the road to pull it out in Baltimore. So essentially, they sweep the AFC North. Oh wow! Next we got a Battle of Florida. Lovely. As we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to Jacksonville to face the Jaguars. Oh, joy. Another game that no one really cares about. The Jaguars have fallen off a little bit. They're 4-7. Same record as the Buccaneers. And, yeah, no one really cares about this game. I'm going to go with the Jaguars at home. The Buccaneers suck, but I could see the Bucs winning, but I'm going to go with the Jaguars. Actually, you know what? Screw that. I'm going to go with the Buccaneers winning. The Jags suck. The Jags are trash. They suck. We're probably going to see some shifting in their front office or coaching staff. Definitely coaching staff. Not sure about the front office, but definitely we will see probably some coaches getting canned at some point. But especially at the end of the year. Maybe Doug Marrone gets canned. I don't know. But I'm going to go with Tampa Bay on the road to pull it out. I think Mike Evans and Godwin are going to go crazy in this one. I mean, Jameis is probably going to throw interceptions, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, the Jags suck. For real. Like, they're 4-7. They're kind of falling off in the AFC South, which is just a mess right now. Essentially, you have 3 teams that are still alive in that division. That's crazy. But, yeah, I'm going to go with the Bucks. Next, we got my squad playing. Browns, Steelers, and Hines. You already know how I feel. You know who I'm going with. I'm rolling with my squad. I think we're going to definitely go in there. We have the firepower to go in there and just blow the doors off these guys, but that ain't going to happen. I mean, if we do what we did on that lovely Thursday night 2 weeks ago, we win in this game. I mean, if you think about it, we should have shut them out. But we got super undisciplined on that one drive where literally we helped them down the field. We helped them like a granny, you would help a granny cross the street, essentially. We helped them march down the field and they scored, and that was the only points they had. The main thing about that game was we essentially had Mason Rudolph shook to the point where he tried to fight Myles Garrett. Maybe he was just so angry at that he just wanted to fight somebody. He wanted to fight the first person that he saw. You know how I don't know if you've ever been so mad to where you just wanted to fight the first person that you see. But I guess he got that mad at himself for doing that. He wanted to fight the first person that he saw, and Myles Garrett was the guy. And now he's suspended, so we'll see how the pass rush is. That's going to definitely put a lot of pressure on our secondary. That's for sure. But I think the offense will definitely have to pick up the slack. But I guess it's going to rain, so that'll be interesting too. Chubb and Hunt. We've had a couple of these games already where we've had to deal with weather interfering in our game plan. But if it is raining, and if Mother Nature does become a factor, I mean, we got the weaponry, I mean, David Njoku should be back for this one. We'll see what goes down. It's going to be a good game. But again, I got my squad winning, and we actually get to 500. 4 straight wins, 500 record. Next 4 games are insanely winnable. I mean, you have the Ravens game, but it's at First Energy, and who knows how that one's going to go. I mean, we saw what we did to them in their place. And we didn't have Kareem Hunt in that game either. Did we even have our starting corners either? I don't think so. I think Denzel and Greedy were out for that game. Yeah, they were out for that game. You mean to tell me we did that without our 2 top corners? Damn. Okay. And of course, we didn't have Kareem Hunt either, or David Njoku. And Baker was. Oh God, he went off in that game though. But he wasn't all his best. I mean, of course, that was the game when Marlon Humphrey tried to choke Odell. That was funny. Oh man, but yeah, I'm going with the Browns on the road to win for the first time since 2003, and we sweep the Steelers for the first time since 1988. Over 30 years. That tells you a lot about that, man. That should speak for itself right there. But I'm going with the Browns to get back to 500 and make things even more interesting in the AFC North and the playoff race in the AFC. All right, next we got, oh my God, bro. We got the Packers and the Giants in MetLife. Packers got their faces beaten by yet another California team. This time it was at the hands of the San Francisco 49ers, who legit bent them over and took a freaking barbed wire bat and just, bam, just beat the hell out of them. They literally took a barbed wire, no, they freaking took a steel chair and just gave it to them every time. Like, hard, bro. I mean, damn, bro, they really did that, though. Like, what's up with Aaron Rodgers in California, though? Like, what's up with that? You get bent over by the Chargers, and then you get bent over by the freaking Niners. But you'd expect it from the Niners, but not the Chargers, bro. Not those Chargers. Hell no. But now they're going to the Giants, and they're trash. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's really something, though, man. The Giants are they're not good. You know, I remember Giants fans were telling me about Pat Shurmur. I probably said this a couple times, but they said Pat Shurmur's a good coach because he won 9 games with us. It's funny. No, he's still trash. He'll always be trash. He's a good coordinator, a trash coach. And he's a horrible coach. But I got the Packers rebounding and getting the win. Easy win. Give me the Packers. Oh, God, we got another game here. Eagles and Dolphins in Miami. Oh, man. The Eagles, as bad as they're playing, I would laugh so hard if they lost to the Dolphins, but they ain't going to lose to the Dolphins. No. You should be ashamed of yourself if they lose to the Dolphins. I would hate to be an Eagles fan if they lose that game. They're facing Ryan Fitzpatrick. And doesn't the last time they played Ryan Fitzpatrick in Florida, didn't he pretty much go crazy? Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. And I mean, Ryan Fitzpatrick, he's a fighter, man. He don't bow down to nobody. Honestly, I would be hilarious. But I'm gonna have this. I have the Eagles winning. I have them winning convincingly. I think this is where they wake up and they make one last hoorah charge at a playoff berth. If they lose any of these games, they're done. It's crazy. You go from Super Bowl to what was it? You beat the Bears last year in the playoffs, and then you lose to the Saints, and then you miss the playoffs. Ooh, wow, sucks. But yeah, I got the Eagles winning. Moving on to the 4:00 games, we have the Rams and the Cardinals facing off in Arizona. Again, the Rams pretty much if they lose and San Fran wins, San Fran takes the playoff berth. And if the Rams lose and San Fran ties, well, yeah, same thing. So Niners fans are probably going to be low-key rooting for the Arizona Cardinals. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the Rams to win. And they got embarrassed by the Ravens. Like, what's up with the freaking Rams? I guess this is their I guess you could say this is their Super Bowl hangover. Like, they're legit hung over, bro. They're wasted. Oh, God, bro. I guess this is what the team would look like if they were wasted. Like, they're bleh. I mean, damn. I understand having like a bad year coming off a Super Bowl run, but this is crazy, bro. 6-5. And the thing is, though, like, they signed all those players last year, and I think what are they closing in on cap hell and all that stuff. You have a $100+ million quarterback who's not even that good. And low key, Sean McVay got exposed. Well, I thought he was a genius. I mean, it was to the point where if you're a coach and you even said hi to him, you were looked at as a highly touted coaching prospect. And how's Zach Taylor doing, by the way? Oh, yeah, winless. And all his proteges or whatever getting exposed now. Really? Damn. But Rams and Cardinals, they're both not really that good. In Arizona, I could see the Cardinals winning, but unfortunately, I have the Rams pulling it out. But yeah, I could definitely see the Cardinals winning this one. So yeah, give me the Rams in a close, hard-fought matchup. Next, we got a battle of the AFC West as the Chargers and the Broncos face off at Mile High. The Chargers are hanging on by a thread when it comes to their hopes for a playoff berth. They need a miracle. They're kind of like the Jets. They need a miracle. They're 4-7, And yeah. Wow. Chargers Broncos in Denver. I'm going to go with the LA Chargers to pull it out in a very close game. The Broncos suck. So yeah, there's that. Now, moving on, we have another AFC West game. This one means a lot more. Raiders and Chiefs in Kansas City. By the way, I just got a tweet from Dan Clark Sports that said if the Astros are found guilty and Alex Cora was deemed to have played a role in the cheating in 2017, he will be fired by the Red Sox. Damn. Well, you could expect that. I'm pretty sure Beltran, if he's found guilty, he would have been the manager of the Mets for what, a couple weeks, a month or so. I bet you he'll be fired too. I wouldn't want that kind of guy on my squad, leading my team. Although I like Alex Cora, he's not bad. It just sucks that he took part in that stuff, if he even did. But back to football, Raiders, Chiefs, and I believe, do we not have a scenario? Yes, we do. Well, I guess you could say technically the Raiders are a part of a clinching scenario as the Patriots need an Oakland loss, essentially, to clinch. Yeah. Clinch a playoff berth. So I'll talk about their playoff. I'll talk about the New England scenario here in a minute when I get to them. But yeah, Chiefs, Raiders, and Arrowhead. For purposes, again, I'm going to go with the Chiefs because we need the Raiders to lose so we could get a better position in the standings. So I'm going to go with the Chiefs at home. And then speaking of the Patriots, on Sunday Night Football, they are in Houston to face the Texans. And this is the final playoff scenario, clinching scenario. Patriots can clinch a playoff berth with a win and an Oakland loss or tie, or a win and a Pittsburgh loss or tie, or they tie and an Oakland loss and a Pittsburgh loss, or a tie, an Oakland loss, an Indy loss, or a tie, a Pittsburgh loss, and an Indy loss. So essentially, New England, you win. Just win. In the words of the Raiders, just win. And you're fine. Win and see what happens. Just keep winning. Just keep winning. Just keep winning. But they're showing the playoff picture on NFL Network. And yeah, Bill, you have the Steelers, Raiders, Chiefs, and Titans ahead of us. So it'll be fun. But in this game, I am going to go with the Patriots to win. Texans are a good team. Don't sleep on them, but the Patriots are insane. Give me the Patriots. And then finally on Monday Night Football, we got the Vikings and the Seahawks in Seattle. This should be a fantastic game. Two very good teams in Seattle. Who do I go with? I'm going to go with the Seahawks at home. So just to go through again for Stephen Rose, I'm going the Bears, the Boys, the Saints on Thursday night or on Thursday. Then I'm going Colts, Jets, Panthers, Niners, Buccaneers, Browns, Packers, Eagles, Rams, Chargers, Chiefs, Patriots, Seahawks. There's like a little span where I literally go like, 5 or so straight away teams. Let's see. Niners, Bucks, Browns, Packers, Eagles, and then Rams. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, that's the way I am. That's the way I think, man. I got those teams winning. Going through the spreads on Bovada, the Bears are favored by 3 over the Lions. The Cowboys are favored by 7. I could definitely see that makes sense. Definitely makes sense. Falcons are 7-point dogs to the Saints, so the Saints are favored by 7. Packers are favored by 7. Doesn't surprise me at all. I thought it would actually be higher, low key. Ravens are favored by 6. Wow. Eagles are 10-point favorites. Browns, as I have mentioned before, they are 2.5-point favorites, which is crazy considering this is the first time we're favored in Pittsburgh since 1989. Again, that speaks for itself. Next, we have the Colts. They are 2.5-point favorites over the Titans. The Panthers are 10-point favorites over the Redskins. The Jets are 3.5-point favorites to the Bengals. Wow. And then the Jaguars are 1-point favorite over the Bucks. The Rams are 3-point favorites over the Cardinals. The Chargers are 3-point favorites over the Broncos. The Chiefs are 10-point favorites over the Raiders. And then you have Patriots at 3.5 over the Texans. And then finally, the Seahawks are 3-point favorites against the Vikings. Now, for those wondering about, the game, as you can imagine, the Buckeyes are favored. I forget the line, but I know they're favored by a lot. So that is going to wrap it up for that. And these final 4 weeks after this week are going to be nuts. So I hope you guys tune in on Sunday where I do Browns and Steelers. That'll be fun. Antoine says, hey, Leo, what's up? Yes, they're going on 16, just like the Browns 2 years ago. Don't remind me, Leo. Josh Norman, not good this season at all. Josh went into college. I live right by CCU. Nice. You want us to think you will go into Pittsburgh and beat us? Yeah. And yes, I was born. I was like 7 years old. I was young. Yeah. I can see it happening. Yeah, I saw something. You honestly think you will? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I saw that where Heinz Field, I guess, wants to ban Browns fans from wearing Garrett jerseys. Wow, really? Wow. And then I guess someone came out and said that was false. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I've actually had this haircut for a while now. Oh, I'm high as fuck. Oh, man, I don't know what drugs I'm on, but I am not high as fuck, bro. I'm perfectly right in the head. I think we could do it. I think we could do it. I mean, hey, streaks got to end at some point, right? But it's going to be tough, though. But I mean, facing Duck, some dude named Duck. We're not facing Ben. We're facing Devlin Hodges, the third-string quarterback. I think it'll be a good game, but I think we win. It's the way I am. I'm not going to – I thought we were going to split. But I got us beating the Steelers. We'll see what happens. But it'll be a good game regardless. But, yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this live stream. Shout out to everyone who came in here, had a good time. And I hope you guys have a good Thanksgiving and stay blessed. As always, I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go Browns. And I'm out.